Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 1st. We're just going to jump right in here and Happy New Year, Gemini. You have this unreliable card. It says you're struggling with finishing things you start. You have a pattern of jumping around from one thing to another. You have this recognition card. It says you will get the recognition and the rewards you deserve. You also have this card that says, on the bottom of this, it says, your hesitation to grab the spotlight is keeping your talents hidden. I think that's the problem here with this unreliable card is, again, I get it. I'm a Gemini moon. And so, I start things and never finish them and, jump around from ideas to idea and, all that other stuff. But, I kind of feel like there's something that you've been thinking about doing with your life. It's going to be successful, clearly. There you go. And you need to get started. It's like you need to start, putting in the energy into this. And I do feel like I'm not calling you out here, Gemini, but I do feel like there's some sort of fear or something that could be attached to what you're trying to do. What happens if I become famous or something like that? You could be thinking that. Or, what happens if I become too successful? Or, will I lose my friends and my family and, all that other stuff. So I feel like for some of you, that this is saying that you need to kind of put the work into something because it's going to be successful is, really what I'm seeing here. And it looks really, really good. I also do feel that you could have been dealing with an unreliable person that you thought you were going to marry. But you have the Three of Swords in the area of the good stuff. So, it kind of looks to me like, you are healing from this or you have healed from this. You have the moon. And again, the moon to me represents something that needs to be brought back down to earth. To me, it can represent a dream. The moon is part of the fool's journey. In the moon, we have to get to these mountains because mountains represent achievements. They can represent obstacles and challenges, but really, when you climb to the top of a mountain, where do you get the best views? At the top of a mountain. So, they represent achievements as well. And there's some sort of achievement, but again, I feel like this unreliable card, it says here, I do want to read this. It says, start only one thing at a time. Start small and believe you're a finisher. I mean, that's literally the advice I give everybody this year. So, there you go. I would start small, the smallest little piece that you possibly can. You have the Temperance card. I feel you've been extremely patient. You've been waiting and trying to get things moving in your life. And, but I do get a little bit of perfectionism here. You're trying to make something perfect or you're waiting until the perfect moment. This right here is the path to glory. You can see this crown here. And so it's there is a crown or something waiting for you that you can go get. But I also feel like you have to go and get it. It's you have to go on this journey. You have to go get your crown and you have to get started. It's I feel like there's no more prep work that you need to do to get something that you desire. And you have the Hangman here. So again, sometimes we just need to see things from a new perspective. There's confirmation for me here in this reading. It's this right here, the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords to me is a card that says maybe you need to see things from a new perspective. She is thinking that she's stuck here on the Eight of Swords. But really, she isn't. There are no swords in front of her. She could easily lean up against these swords here and set herself free. So for a lot of you, it's you need to set yourself free from something that you think you're stuck on. But again, the solution to me in this reading is that Hangman. I feel like the Hangman is saying, if you find another way of doing things, wherever you're stuck in your life, it doesn't matter. I know I'm speaking generally here, but Ten of Pentacles could be anything. I think it is your Ten of Pentacles is what you're stuck on. It's there's something that you want. Ten of Pentacles, building, leaving a legacy. To me, it's the best love card in the tarot. So this could be love, business, building or leaving a legacy, moving, traveling, creating a family. Could be all those things. So, it's whatever you're trying to do, apply it to your own situation. With the moon, here you go. This makes it worse, actually, because you have the Ten of Cups, which is happy home, happy family. So again, for some of you, clearly building a family. For others, it could be building, leaving a legacy. For others, it could just be a certain level of security that you're trying to manifest. The two tens, I love the two tens together, of course. They definitely are very positive. Together, they represent fortune after difficulty. So it kind of does look like you are breaking free from whatever's going on here. But, there you go. With the Temperance card, you have the Queen of Cups. Your heart is telling you to do something, and I feel like you need to listen to what your heart is telling you to do, no matter how crazy it seems, right? So it's I kind of get that feeling here that your heart is trying to guide you, and you just need to listen to it, just plain and simple. With the Hangman, you have the Six of Wands. You will be successful, so there's just success coming here. Even when we go this way, you go up to the World, and the World is a card of achievement. So, it looks to me like you are accomplishing something here. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this Land Between card and the Seeing Beyond card. I feel like the Land Between card is like my card of purgatory. It's like sorry, wrong card. But it's like you're in that in-between land, and it's like you need to get to the other side over here. And so I feel like you've kind of maybe taken a little bit of a detour. The Seeing Beyond card is trying to see a purpose or a reason for why you had to take a detour. I do feel you are going to get some answers. You have the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords and the King of Pentacles, to me, can represent being stuck in convention. I believe right now, especially, I've been saying this for like 2 years now, that the King of Pentacles, we need to be careful with the King of Pentacles because, he represents convention, which is the way things have always been done. And there's nothing wrong with doing what works. So I want to stress that I am not saying that you should not do what works. Do what works, obviously, and do it well. But, with the King of Pentacles, I believe we're in a time where maybe like 80% of the time we should do what works in work, in business, in our love life. And 20% of the time we should be experimenting with new things, new ideas, new plans, new goals, new, right? And when you find something new that works, you double down on that and you keep doing that. And then you keep experimenting. We're kind of like in a time of evolution, basically. So if you're not evolving, then you're going to stay stuck. And, I feel like the Eight of Swords is obviously saying don't stay stuck. You have the King of Pentacles. I actually don't feel too bad about him here, though. In a lot of ways, I feel that you have or are creating financial security, or you're creating long-term financial security, and that's probably what you're working on here. That's really all I get with the King of Pentacles. I feel like this is leading you in, positive new directions as well. So, I see a lot of success because of, you working on new things in your life. I also feel that for some of you, this could be a person. There could be an earth sign or someone with earth in their chart coming in for you. It could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo, or a Capricorn if you're looking for love. But, I wouldn't really call this, is there love here? Like, in a way, yes, but is this a love reading? No. So that's how I feel about it. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Again, building, leaving a legacy. I almost feel like this is your goal. I'm not saying that you necessarily have the Ten of Pentacles yet, but I do feel like this is something that you are trying to create, or this is what you are working towards, or this is what you're trying to manifest, which is like building, leaving a legacy, long-term security, all those things. I feel like you can have it. I also feel that some of you are hurt going this way, obviously. But you have the Three of Swords in the area of the good stuff. So I feel like you need to realize that, you didn't lose something. I feel like you're about to gain what you thought you lost, is what this reading is saying. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is moving on to calmer shores. You also have two sixes. So I feel that two sixes, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I love two sixes. To me, it says that you're kind of going in the right direction. It's almost like confirmation for your path. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Emperor. Could be an Aries as well, or just fire in general. So you could be attracting an Emperor. But I kind of feel like this is more you. I kind of feel you're taking action. You're working on things. You're working towards an achievement here, or achieving something. For a lot of you, this could be career. So I do feel you could be kind of like working on something in career. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Three of Cups. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't really call this a second chance reading here, but it kind of is in the sense that, I feel like what you think you lost, I just said it, whatever I just said, I don't remember. What you think you lost, you're about to get, or you're about to receive. Like maybe you thought you had a person who was your Ten of Pentacles, like in Ten of Cups, everything you want and desire, but it's like really they weren't. And what you're about to get is kind of like a reunion in the sense that you have the Three of Cups twice. I feel like this reunion, it isn't really like a reunion or a second chance. I think it's more like you're meeting the person that you're actually supposed to be with, or you're meeting a person who is your true divine counterpart, or whatever you want to call it. So, that's kind of like what I feel here. Next, you have this, you have this: lessons in life will be learned, will repeat until they are learned. So don't repeat a lesson here. You have this card that says rejection is for your protection. Yes. So I would be careful. Didn't I say this to you recently? I'm pretty sure I said recently in one of your readings that you should not go back to the past. And so I would be careful with that. Again, I don't think tarot should tell you what to do. You're your own person. You make your own decisions. And to me, tarot is just energy. It's just energy you work with. So, again, I want to stress, you can do whatever you want. You're an adult if you're watching this. So, or you should be. So do whatever you want. but I do kind of feel like this is saying do not go back to the past. It's like if you were rejected or you thought you lost something, really it was for a good reason, and there's something much, much better that is probably the thing that you do want coming in for you. So I do feel like there is a strong connection coming in here. You have the World, the Devil, and the Five of Swords. The World is card of completion, and the World, of course, can represent achievements. The World is about creating your own world. The lady in the middle there, is a sorceress, and she is able to create worlds, and I feel for a lot of you, you are kind of creating a new world in your life. You have the Devil here, and the Devil can represent like toxic energy or toxic vibes or, whatever. But I feel for a lot of you, maybe a past person was toxic or, caused a lot of problems or issues or whatever you want to call it. And I feel like that's what you're separating away from. It's almost like one of you stayed in a low vibe and the other one ascended is kind of like what I'm getting. Obviously you. I feel like you are the one that ascended, but it's kind of weird how I'm seeing it in my head. It's almost like I just see one person here on the card in my head. Those two people are kind of attached to the Devil. That's the black box of Saturn that the Devil is standing on. And, those two people are attached to the black box of Saturn. And it's like they both have animal horns. They're both ruled by their lower desires, their animal instincts, right? They're both ruled by their root chakra energy. And, it's almost like you have separated away from that and the other person is still stuck there. So, the whole point of the Devil is that those people, the chains around their necks are loose. They could easily lift those chains from around their necks and set themselves free. It's almost like you have set yourself free. Like, look, we go Eight of Swords, being stuck, but, going this way, I feel like you set yourself free. Page of Swords would say that you're looking at new accomplishments or new things that you can accomplish. So I'm wondering if you kind of like took a risk here to close something off, with a person, like you shut someone out. Maybe you walked away from a person knowing that they were toxic and never going to change or whatever. And it's like now you're moving in a new direction. I feel like this was the right decision. So, again, I do not, second guess this choice. I feel like it was the right choice. Also, you have the Three of Swords right next to it, like I said. So it looks to me like you are healing from a situation. I really feel this person was kind of like keeping you stuck in a lot of ways. Were they doing this on purpose? Not necessarily, but, I kind of feel just energetically, maybe the situation was kind of keeping you stuck or, was stealing your energy in some way. The Devil can represent an energy vampire. And so for a lot of you, you could have been with a person who was like feeding off of your vibes or your energy as well. But let's see what is going on here. With the World, you have the King of Pentacles. Yes, there's something much better. A person who's stable coming in for you. Could be definitely an earth sign, like someone, either it's like a Taurus or a person who has a lot of Taurus in their chart, right? Or earth in their chart or something. So there you go. With the Devil, you have the Strength card. Could be a fire sign coming in for you, or it could have been a past fire sign that was like this, the Devil. But you have the Strength card. I feel the Strength card is saying that you've done a lot of work on yourself. I always look at the Strength card as a card of personal development. The lion normally has its tail tucked between its legs, and it's submitting to the lady on the card. So it kind of like says that your inner beast, your inner critic is submitting to you, and you are the one that's taming it. So it's kind of like you have, conquered your that animal instinct, like we were talking about with the Devil. And this is leading to like ascension or, something. I don't know. This is actually pretty deep here, Gemini. With the Five of Swords, you have the Devil. Yes, you separate. This person was the Devil. I feel like this person was potentially doing things behind your back or, did things that you don't know about yet or, something like that. So, I would definitely be careful. I always tell people, it's like, sometimes it's like, people, one of the questions I used to get all the time for readings was like, asking like, am I going to get closure from this person? Sometimes I'm like, do you really want closure? It's like, do you really want to know the full details of what this person did to you? It's like, really, probably not. And so I kind of get that here where it's like, maybe the fact that this person was super toxic, if you were with a toxic person, it's like maybe that should be enough, enough details for you. It's like maybe you don't need to see the gory details, what really happened in this situation, because there's something much better coming in for you. You have this Bride card. It says wife, engagement. There you go. This is showing up in the good stuff. You have this Ocean card. It says distance and journey on it. You could be attracting someone from a distance here, I feel, but It doesn't have to be. We're in a time of adventure. I would say you have the world here. I'll just say this. Like, I basically say it in every reading. I just repeat myself, right? But really, we are in a time of adventure. I would be doing whatever you can to go on an adventure. This could be literally traveling, but it could also be figurative. It could be you learning something new from home, learning a new skill, learning just something that you enjoy, a hobby, something like that. I would like pick one thing and do it though, because again, when we work with the energy, we get the benefits. Sometimes people say to me, it's like, how is this hobby going to improve my finances? It's like, well, guess what? When you are enjoying something, you're not thinking about your finances. You're getting out of that energy. Then you can attract better ideas. I can tell you right now, I was stuck for 4 years of my life doing nothing. It's like, I'm convinced the one thing that changed my life was I started going for walks. That was like the first thing I did to get out of my head. I started walking every single day, and it's like all these ideas, all these inspirations started coming to me because I was getting out of my head. I wasn't just sitting in my room stewing all day. So I tell people, it's like, I think what I was doing at the time was I was punishing myself. And it's like, I think a lot of people do that. I think I had to go through that so I could say this, right? So I could just say this on YouTube all the time. That I think I had to go through that because it's like it made me realize that when you're just doing that, like stewing or worrying or whatever, it's not actually doing anything for you. And it's like when you go for that walk, when you go enjoy a hobby, when you go spend time with friends, that's when you leave your brain. That's when you get out of your head. You enter into that flow state. That's when all the good ideas, that's when all the inspirations can pour into you. Again, my life changed like overnight. Literally, I started this channel, right? Like shortly after I started walking again, I started this channel. It's like all this stuff started happening for me. So I really feel like going on an adventure would be a good idea for you. And it could be as simple as going for a walk. You have this Page of Swords. Again, Page of Swords, I feel like you're seeing that something is possible, is what I'm getting here. He's looking over to the world. And for whatever reason, I'm not getting any like Page of Swords energy. I'm getting more... It's like more like you are seeing that you can do something that you want to do in your life or something. I don't know. Weird. You have this Three of Cups. Three of Cups, of course, is a celebration. So I do feel that there could be a big celebration coming in for you. I feel that for a lot of you, there could be a lot of happiness. It's also like there is almost a reunion coming in for you with a person. So you could be meeting a person where it kind of just feels like you recognize this person, or it almost feels like you've been with this person before. You also have the Three of Swords, but again, it's coming up in the good stuff. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be healing from a situation, a toxic situation or something that you've been through. I really kind of feel this reading is also saying that you have ascended. You have risen above a certain energy with that Devil card. And it's like you are no longer down here. You're up here. So obviously that's a good thing. Let's see. With the Page of Swords, you have the Page of Wands. I guess not. I thought you had the Page of Wands twice for some reason, but the Page of Wands could also be a fire sign coming in for you. Also, Card of Adventure, by the way, he follows his enthusiasm. He does things that he is enthusiastic about. He does things that he truly wants to do, and that's what you could be doing. With the Three of Cups, you have the Magician. Magician is about manifesting your own reality, and again, a lot of people have been getting these cards of like manifestation, manifesting something new. You could be, when you are with more positive people, by the way, then you can manifest things much faster, much quicker. So you could be getting together with people who you really resonate with, who you're close with, and that could be helping you manifest something. With the Three of Swords, you have the Hermit. Again, the Hermit is about stepping outside of, it's about like shining your inner light. The Hermit has that star in his lantern, and on this card he is a sloth, but he kind of represents needing to shine your inner light. He has been through a dark night of the soul. He's done some soul searching. He's been looking for inner answers, but he has them now, and it's like now it's time for him to share something with the world. And I feel that with a lot of you Gemini people. But let's see here what's going on for you. You have this Fox card. It says shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. I think everyone needs to do this. I think we need to really be resourceful. I think we really need to tap into our resources and get a bigger bang for our buck. Like, the things that we do, the things that we work on, we need to focus on like higher leverage activities, which I've been talking about. It literally shows up in the astrology. It's literally all I'm focusing on for 2024 is like doing things that have more leverage. Like I'm doubling down on my Chris Ruck channel because it's like those videos last forever, right? These videos on this channel, they only last like a week or a month or whatever it is, however long people watch them, right? So and I'm gonna keep doing this channel, so don't worry. But it's like I'm just doing other things to diversify, and I want everyone to do this, especially if you have a business. But even if you don't, even if you have a job, I would be doing something. You have this Vine card. It says, seek out information that will help you. Yes, we are in a time of education. I've been saying this since 2016. We had Saturn go into Capricorn. Saturn in Capricorn is profitable education, according to Chris's crappy astrology here. I would be doing whatever you can to learn as much as you can. People always leave comments saying, oh, Chris, Saturn isn't in Capricorn anymore. I don't care. It's going to come back in 27, 26 years, whatever it is, and it's going to say, did you learn something new over the last 30 years, or did you twiddle your thumbs, And you don't want to answer Saturn and say, I twiddled my thumbs. So, I would pick one. It's just super simple, and it will change your life. Trust me, it will change your life. Pick one thing and learn about it. You have this Bull card. It says plenty of material things. Yeah, definitely a lot of success coming in for you. You have this Broken Bridge card. It says unsuccessful outcome to a problem. I feel like this is a past person. I feel like a past person is a problem. I think they create a lot of problems for themselves. You have this Fair Man card. It says dealings or relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. I always clarify these cards. You have this arrow. It says you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. We said this with the 2 6s. So this could be you. You could be a fair person. It doesn't have to be a man. You could be whatever. I kind of feel this is just saying Gemini is kind of on the right path. You're going in the right direction, so keep moving, especially with those 2 6s. But this looks really good here, Gemini. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.